Hey everybody, welcome back to a Tuesday edition of the Regular Fan Show here on YouTube, Twitch, all the good spots. I'm Bruce Juno, as always, your hostess with the mostest with Spider-Man, Vinny Freds. Bro, you look like you're sweating under that.
Dude, I'm so all over the place.
Yes,
I'm never sports betting again.
Yeah, as you guys may have heard, seen, loved, laughed, lived, we had a little bet with each other on who would win the Red Sox Yankees series. Red Sox came out on top. I had the bacon suit ready just in case, but I didn't have to wear it.
Oh, it was a bacon suit. That's what it was.
It was a bacon suit, as we instead get to welcome Spider-Man to the show. With plenty of action taking place. So, how are you doing today, Spider-Man?
Well, it was a long night. I mean,
your nose is off center.
I need to work with my math guy. This one is a little bit just doesn't have the right dimensions, but got no sleep last night. I had, goddamn Green Goblin flying around and Sandman tearing up beaches and all that bullshit.
It's funny seeing you. It's funny seeing like the mouth where your mouth is, the imprint of your mouth, and it's just like
like they can't give a guy a break, dude. I can't have one night where I can just come home and go to bed. It's always, oh, Spider-Man, my cat's stuck in a tree. Oh, Spider-Man, my apartment building's on fire.
Jeez.
I'm just a guy. I'm just a man.
Just guys being dudes. Yeah, unfortunate L for Vinny Freds. Unfortunate L.
It's all right. To be honest, I'll always take an excuse to wear this thing. I spend way too much money on it.
How much was it?
I don't know. That was a Halloween costume. It was probably like $60, $70 or something years ago.
Jeez. I got the bacon costume for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, from my buddy Julian. When he dropped out of college, he gave it to me.
I mean, bacon costume is always.
Does my mic sound all right?
It sounds like it's plugged in.
Okay, well, because I did play-by-play for semi-pro soccer on Sunday, and I did a doubleheader. I did 2 games, and the second game, it like stopped working.
Oh.
So.
I mean, it sounds like it's working right now.
All right, sweet. That works for me.
So uncomfortable.
Is it like itchy?
No, it's just. I mean, like, yeah, a little bit. It's tight. It's not. I don't know how he wears this all the time. Like, real talk. If Spider-Man, if Spider-Man was actually real, dude, like, this is not a fun thing to be fighting crime in all the time. What are you doing right now?
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Yeah, we got the lower thirds back. I felt like it'd be fun to have the lower thirds come back. So I brought them back. So I remade them.
Just to put Spider-Man in there.
Yeah, just to put Spider-Man in there.
Yeah. I can't even like use my laptop because the freaking.
Oh, they don't. I saw your thumb. Your thumb was poking.
Yeah,
you use your thumb.
it's because when I bought this thing, I'd wear it on Halloween. I wasn't not going on my phone all night, so I just cut a little hole in the thumb, and then more holes started ripping at certain points. I need to get a new one.
Good old Vinny Freds. Good old Spider-Man.
I need to get like I need to get like a super crazy expensive one. Get like a real Spider-Man suit.
One that actually shoots webs.
Yeah, dude.
They probably make those.
Feel like a dream come true. They make little like toy shooters that will shoot out a little like dart with the sticky end on it attached to a string.
Really?
Yeah, that's a thing. And like low key, like come on, tell me that wouldn't be cool right now if like my door was cracked open and I just went, psh, or wait, like psh, and just pulled it open. Like, come on, that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
That would be pretty cool.
We had regular fans be shooting a web at the camera.
Yeah, now I want you to do that.
Well, we got to get some funds into the account, and then we can splurge on some web shooters for me.
Fair enough. Well, I guess without further ado, we can actually get into some sports, as it's been a pretty jam-packed weekend.
I thought we were just talking about Spider-Man this whole show. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
I wish this thing had some like fake muscles too. You know, like imagine like it was just like a muscle up.
You got some muscle there. You got some muscle pop protruding through the.
Yeah, you know, I've been back in the gym a little bit. I've been on my grind the past 4 days or so.
Shout out 4 days of gym time. But yeah, plenty of action over the weekend. A lot of action actually since we last were on Friday.
A lot of baseball. A lot of baseball.
Different types of baseball. There's obviously Stanley Cup, NBA playoffs, international soccer's in full swing with the qualifiers and the Nations League and USMNT and lots of random.
There's a lot of sports going on.
Good, bad, and the ugly happening. I don't know if anywhere you want to. I also found my my PSG jersey, my Zlatan Ibrahimovic jersey, my favorite player of all time, Zlatan. I found it, so I wore it. I had to, especially because PSG won the Champions League.
Hey, we can start there. We don't even need to talk about baseball.
Well, I mean that was a while ago.
Says that was a while ago. We can rehash it. We don't need to talk about the base. We can talk about college baseball.
We can talk about whatever you.
We don't need to talk about the MLB.
Since you've taken L's lately, we can. Well, there's like one big story in the MLB, but we can start wherever you want to start.
Because I've been taking L's lately.
Feel like starting. You can choose today.
I don't want to pull up an L topic here. So I've just been taking so many L's left and right.
Pick a topic. It's all you. All you, guy. All you.
All right, you know what? We're going to explore Miami Heat trade targets.
No, we're not. That is not big news.
You said whatever I want.
No, we're going to talk about other things that aren't NBA, Miami Heat trade options.
I mean, there isn't much to say out of the NBA. Thunder smoked Indiana in Game 2. Not really. Yeah, they're not enough. I was like, what is he trying to say there?
I have all the lower thirds made, so I just need you to pick. I need you to pick a topic we can start with.
And I'm trying to pick a topic that you just.
We have topics. We have what we want to talk about, but since Vinny's taking L's lately, he wants to be different. So
I want to make today as difficult as possible on you.
But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna start with the NBA.
All right,
final.
Real talk. Yeah. We'll start with the NBA Finals. You know, Game 3's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. I thought it was tonight.
Yeah. Nah, they're getting way more time between games. That's what I don't understand is the first 2 or 3 rounds. You got dudes playing, rest day, playing. Like, you got guys traveling with 1 day in between games. And now, it's the finals. I get it. It's the finals. Dude, why is Linda commenting? Linda's on Twitch. I lost a bet. That's why
I won a bet.
Yeah.
Vinny Fred's lost a bet.
I will say this is a good what would you call it? I mean, I wouldn't call this a good weekly thing because I don't know how many costumes we have or how many bets we can make. But good friendly competition. Never hurts to spice things up.
We could make one off of our best teams that we made once we come out with a video on whenever we actually end up filming it.
Yeah, but anyways, tomorrow, Pacers Thunder. They get way more time between games now, so hopefully we'll see some actual good hoops, no injuries, none of that. None of that
Yeah.
nonsense. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect here, Bruce. They're back in Indiana. OKC kind of came out and shut everything down in game 2. Because you got the sense that, Indiana takes both games 1 and 2 on the road. That's pretty close to pack them up. All you got to do is win game 3 at home, and the series is pretty much over. You're NBA champions.
Yeah.
But I kind of thought the Pacers should have gone into game 2 with the mindset that they were down 1-0, treat it as a must-win game. Because like I said, this dog, man.
You can web your door and open it up.
Dude, I wish. That'd make it 10 times easier. But anyways, yeah, I thought the Pacers should have came out with way more intensity. They were pretty much down, and I don't understand why 4 minutes left, you're down by 17, and you've had some of the most miraculous comebacks in NBA history this whole entire playoff run, every single round. And down 17 with 4 minutes left, you're going to take out your starters? You're going to throw in the towel? Like,
Yeah.
I get it, but the way your team has played this postseason, I feel like you're the last team that should be doing that. Anybody else? All right, fine. I get it. You're probably not making that comeback. But the Pacers' devil magic, I don't know why they gave up on game 2. But I guess we'll see how game 3 rolls out. SGA still averaging 30, averaging 15 free throws a game.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know how many free throws he shot.
I was talking to a Knicks fan last night, and I was like, I feel like people just kind of have been underestimating the Pacers throughout the playoff run. And I mean, it's easy to say now, because they're in the NBA Finals. But I feel like it's just been kind of a common trend. Like, everyone who plays the Pacers is like, oh, we're going to beat the Pacers.
Yeah, I feel like everyone forgot that the Pacers, made the conference finals last year. So it's not like
they were a good team. Like,
non-playoff team.
They're
like,
a very good team.
They really I know they got swept by Boston, but they should have taken 1 or 2 of those games. They had those games won, but they couldn't finish. And now you turn around, you have a whole year to fix that. Now look at this team and the way that they finish in games that they shouldn't even win. So, I mean, you look at that losing experience last year in the conference finals, and, I point to that directly as, the big reason why this year they're finishing games so well and why they're not giving up till the buzzer's over, because they were on the losing end of it last year. So I guess we'll see how long the devil magic can continue. I saw a stat that the Pacers are 0-3 when playing on Sundays in the playoffs this year, and I think they were like 1-20 or something playing on Sundays the entire season, and 3-20, something like that. The only 3 Sundays that they won a game on was when the Pope was dead and they hadn't made a new Pope yet, or something involving the Pope.
So there's
some sort of
they were never going to win that game. They were never going to win that game. It was
a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
It was a Sunday. They were never going to win.
Pacers fans, don't trip yet.
Because they don't play on Sunday again until I don't even know if they have another finals game on Sunday. Game 7, if necessary, would be on a Sunday.
Ooh.
But the Pacers would have to lose on Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Thursday.
Yeah.
They have to lose on non-Sundays, and they don't do that. So
they don't do that. That's not a thing.
No, they don't do that. So we'll see.
I guess we'll see how that goes.
I'm just hoping for a close game, because game 1, I see why a lot of people might have missed the ending of game 1, because it wasn't that great of a game until the fourth quarter. Game 2.
But that's been all playoffs long with the Pacers, low-key.
Yeah. You can't give up on this Pacers team. You can't.
That's what I'm saying. You got to watch the whole game.
Boring, man. Like, game 2, I feel like there was a spark for a little second there in the fourth quarter where they started going on a little run. But it was the difference in game 1 and game 2 was game 1, Indiana just going on runs, and OKC is doing nothing about it. Game 2, Indiana would hit a big shot to make it, I don't know, a single-digit game or whatever the case may have been, and OKC responded with a big shot right back at the other end. That was the difference maker. OKC actually answered when Indy would hit a big shot. So that lead never got small enough. But the thing about this Pacers team, you're within 10 or 15. I mean, 15 maybe not, but like you're within 10 in the fourth quarter. I'm never counting this team out.
Yeah.
So that's a big cushion for them to have. I'm curious who the favorite is. OKC's 5.5-point favorite, despite being in Indiana.
I mean, they're going to be a favorite every game. Let's be real.
Yeah, but I mean, home crowd Indiana. I'm surprised that they're not giving
Caitlin Clark will
Indiana
be there.
any sort of love. Will she? When is she supposed to start playing again? She hasn't played in a minute.
Has she not been playing? I swear she's been playing.
No, she got hurt, dude.
Oh.
She got a why can I not find the WNBA on here? She got like a quad strain or something because I don't think she's playing tonight against Atlanta. Injury, Caitlin Clark out, quadricep. Yeah, she's still out. But it's funny because when was it, on Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday. Everyone knows whenever the Fever and the Chicago Sky play that it's always a big matchup. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark didn't even play in this game the last time that the Fever and the Sky faced off. You want to know what the score was, Bruce?
What was the score, Biddy?
79-52, Indiana. Angel Reese finished with an astounding 4 points, 12 rebounds. And the Fever, without Caitlin Clark, absolutely destroy the Chicago Sky. I think I'm ready to say this is no longer a rivalry.
Yeah, I don't think it was really a rivalry to begin with.
I think people just wanted it to be because they were the two biggest names coming out of college.
Exactly. And
but like,
mind you, yeah, the Sky suck.
They exactly. And I don't think Angel Reese has beaten Caitlin Clark in a basketball game since the national championship. Which, like, I mean, that LSU team was just ridiculously loaded.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm pretty much done calling this Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing a rivalry, but that's my basketball tangent for today, Bruce. We can talk about your sports now if you want.
My sports. Well, I guess I'll just start off
as in
with
just the shit that I don't know.
I guess we'll start off with the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I did see this.
Yeah. I don't know if this was a hockey game or UFC 318. Like there was 140 penalty minutes
Jesus
on
Christ.
35 total penalties.
Holy hell.
There was a lot of line brawls. There was a lot of fights. Florida scored a lot of goals. Sergei Bobrovsky,
dude, half of their goals
came
off the power play.
Yeah, dude, it was.
I guess Edmonton's only goal came on a power play too, but Jesus,
it was a shit show. Florida had 11 power play opportunities.
Dude, what?
Edmonton had 6. Yeah. A lot of penalties, a lot of penalty minutes, a lot of goals for Florida, a lot of saves for Sergei Bobrovsky, a lot of depressed Edmonton fans.
Connor McDavid was probably given a very loud talking to in the locker room.
Yeah, a lot of volume on Connor McDavid's vocal cords in the locker room, probably.
I mean, that video of him in last year's Stanley Cup just gets you so, like, you feel bad that they lost.
Yeah, bro, it gets you fired up. And now they're just they won game 1 and everyone's like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. No.
Man, I mean, that double OT loss is going to come back to bite him in the ass so bad.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like Florida's got all the momentum. They're still at home. They win one more at home, and the series is pretty much wraps.
Shout out Corey Perry. Corey Perry's been showing up. Corey Perry's been scoring. The 40-year-old, the former Montreal Canadian. The way Corey Perry and Sam Bennett are playing, it feels like I mean, not Sam Bennett. The way Corey Perry and Brad Marchand are playing feels like the Stanley Cup. I think it was 2011 Stanley Cup between the
Mhm.
Ducks and the Bruins.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Did you see too? I forget what the name of the guy is that was
Or
saying it, but
Canucks, not the Ducks. I don't know why I said the Ducks.
buddy, whatever his name is, one of the guys I think post game last night after the Florida Edmonton game was saying that in the next CBA they need to do something about Florida having no state tax when it comes to the NHL. Yeah, no, for real. This was a real thing that they talked about on the post game show last night. I mean, Florida has been in the Stanley Cup the last 6 years.
Yeah, this
But
is
like,
true.
what are you gonna do?
I was about to
There's,
say it's
there's
not.
nothing. There's nothing you can really do about that. I'm trying to find who it was. Paul Bissonnette.
Oh, Biz.
It was Biz. Yeah, it was Biz. Yeah, he has
Biz never answered
concerns
my call
over.
out.
He has
And
concerns
it's
over Florida state tax, and Gary Bettman called it ridiculous.
But it's a great win in front of the home crowd for Florida. Down in Sunrise, Florida.
Certainly
Sunrise.
a big win. I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
I guess if you're Edmonton, I don't know, just remind yourself it's not over. You take the next one, you win it 1-0, and you're still in there.
It was just crazy.
Yeah, it's an embarrassing loss, but it's one loss. You know,
it wasn't even like just it was just fights, and it wasn't even like hockey. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like hockey of the 60s.
Yeah, Edmonton's got to be worried more on scoring goals than they are on throwing punches.
Yeah,
that's my key takeaway from last night's game.
But yeah, there's not really much else to go on. They got a 3-day break. They play Thursday. Back in Sunrise. I guess, yeah, we'll see how Game 4 goes. There isn't really much of a talking point besides it's Florida dominated. Florida. If Florida keeps playing like this comparatively to how Edmonton's playing, it's not going to be much of a fight.
Nope. I mean, I would like to see Edmonton go out there and even this thing up on Thursday they play. So
yeah, I mean, at the same time, like Edmonton's getting quality chances.
Yeah,
they're just either missing the net or Bob is standing on his head because he's like the goalie comparison in this to me personally. Like, mind you, Stuart Skinner's been great.
Yeah, but Bobrovsky's been.
But Bob
insane.
is just on a different level. It's night and day.
Yeah, it's been unreal.
I'm not saying Skinner's been great in this Cup Finals. Skinner's been great. Like, he's been great through the play. He's been good throughout the playoffs. He's been a good goalie. He's been a good goalie you want to have. But Bob is just Bob.
Yeah, I mean, if McDavid can't get it done this year, when is he going to win a Stanley Cup?
Yeah, what happens? What's the talking points then? I don't want to see round 3 next year. I want some changes to be made.
Because then what? If Edmonton wins next year, it's just we still beat you 2 out of 3. Like, give us something new next year. Anything new.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what McDavid's contract situation looks like, but like, at what point does he want out if they can't get it done? I don't know if that's the kind of guy he is, but
yeah, I don't really know. It's
But speaking of wanting to win, Murray State wanted to win last night.
I was about to say.
In the college baseball, whole new field. Which first time, Bruce, since you said when? 1957?
I think it was 1957. If I saw correctly, this is the first time since 1957 it's been a completely new field from the previous season.
Jeez. Well, the field we got starts on Friday. Arizona's taking on Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina, who's got some dogs. Louisville's got Oregon State. They also play Friday. Saturday. It's Murray State and UCLA. Murray State in their first ever College World Series. The game last night against Duke, man. I mean,
the interference call or the obstruction call, and then the revoked, and then it was just a ground out. 2 first.
Dude, yeah. I mean, you as an umpire, man, you cannot make that play. Murray State's lucky. Well, I shouldn't say lucky, but they got to be thankful that they still pulled it off, because the way they would have gotten memed if they had a dog pile on the mound just for it to get overturned and then have to replay and then give up a walk-off home run or something.
Yeah.
That would have been the worst thing possible for them. But they get it done despite the double play call getting overturned. I mean, you can't make that call as an umpire in that point in the game anyway. Like, it's got to be so blatant, so obvious for you to make that call.
I think it was close. Like, I do think it was close. It could have been called in different situations. But I also think where the ump was standing, he didn't have the greatest view, because he was. So
yeah, you look from the back, he's right on the plate.
Yeah, but runner slid in. The shortstop, I believe it was the shortstop.
Second baseman.
Was it the second baseman?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was hit the shortstop.
Maybe. All right.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
But then, like, he was here, and then the ump's view was from over here. So he saw it slide in. It looked like it clipped in, but it's from the other side. It's behind the guy sliding.
He did clip him a little bit.
He did.
He clipped him, but I mean,
I don't know if he got out. I mean, he like kind of got out of the base path, like, but it was like, I don't know. I agree. I don't think it should have been called in that situation.
I mean, the runner's going straight at the bag. If he can't see it, he can't see it. But like, that's the other thing. If you don't have a good view on it, I don't feel like you can make that call.
Don't make the call. Yeah.
Like, you got to be, especially to end the game, you got to be so certain. Because, I mean, sure, they got it right in the end. They reviewed it, got it right. But, like, that umpire should still get some scrutiny from at least his peers and his fellow umpires. Like, dude, what the hell were you doing? You can't make that call right there. The whole crowd was chanting, "Let them play."
Yeah.
And then the funniest part was, I don't know who it was. It was Greg Olson and someone else on the broadcast. I forget who the other guy was, but one of them, they're talking about the play. I think it was Greg Olson, actually, who was like, well, it looks like the fielder's trying to get out of the base path, and he still gets clipped a little bit out of the base path. I think that should be interference. 2 seconds later, there's no interference on the play.
Yeah.
Runner's safe.
Well, I mean, yes, I don't think it should be called in that situation. Do I think in a different situation, in a different game, in like a regular season, that it could uphold? Yes. Because he was trying to get out of the base path. Like he was, because he stepped on the bag and then he was like moving to his right and he still got clipped.
But it was just
do I think it could be called in a situation that's a regular season game and not as say like a third inning, like not as big of a moment? I do think that gets called. Like, and I think that upholds.
I don't think it should. I mean, I could certainly. I would be less mad about it.
I agree with you. I don't think it should have been called.
In a less severe situation, it's obviously, not looked at as heavily. But even so, I still feel like the way the second baseman, shortstop, whoever is on top of the bag, like the kid sliding in at second is sliding directly into the bag.
He is.
That's all. That's it.
I mean, yeah.
That's
I think
the rule.
Where the other side's argument is his, I think his left foot when he slid in, the fielder was moving to his right, but he stepped in the bag and he was moving to his right, and then like this guy sliding in kind of slid, and then his left foot kind of went back. I agree. I'm not trying to make it like a okay, it should have been called. I'm just trying to see both sides. 'Cause I don't think it should have been called, but like I'm saying,
Yeah.
from the other side's point of view, like it looked like in like a smaller situation that didn't matter. I feel like it would have upheld, but not in that moment. You don't even make that call.
That's for sure. You don't make that call right there. Breaking news: the Bills just signed Shaq Thompson.
Shout out.
I don't think
Shout out Shaq Thompson.
I don't think that means anything at this stage of his career, but I don't know. I just saw Shefty tweeted it. Continuing on with the College World Series, LSU's got Arkansas, and I believe that's all 8, right? That's all 8.
Yeah.
So I don't really know who it's just hard to pick. I mean, I guess Arkansas is obviously the clear favorite, being the only top 5 team to still be in the tournament. But
yeah, Arkansas is good too. They were the favorite to win it all pre-tournament.
yeah, I mean, they had the SEC Player of the Year. I don't know, but that's what you love about college baseball too, is that any one of these teams.
I want to see the Racers make a run.
Dude, yeah. I mean, that'd be sick.
The Cinderella story continue
Against UCLA. I mean, you really never know. But it's going to be entertaining stuff. That's what I love about the College Baseball World Series, is any game you watch, it's some of the most entertaining baseball. It's going to be late game heroic situations, walk-offs. Like, you get the best storylines out of baseball in the College World Series.
Yeah. Yes.
It's just
I do agree, brother.
Good old fat. I mean, last night's Murray State Duke game is a perfect example. Back and forth. Kid on Murray State hits a solo shot to tie the game. Another kid comes up next inning, hits another solo shot to take the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
the boys out of the OVC.
I know you love your OVC. You love your mid majors.
Yeah. Playing in there with Moorhead. Moorhead State is from the OVC.
Yeah.
But staying in the baseball world, I guess why not? First off,
shout out Dubby.
Shout out Dubby. Get yourself some Dubby.
Bruce, where can they go to get themselves some Dubby?
Dubby.gg.
What if it's too expensive? I don't want to buy it.
RFS. Use the code at checkout. You'll get yourself 10% off. It won't be expensive as it is because it's pretty boss, pretty baller.
It's a fair deal
comparatively to other like pre-workout type powders. This one is no artificial nothings.
It's all that natural stuff. You get your caffeine from coffee bean extract.
The scoop is smaller, so you get more bang for your buck.
You get more what's the word I'm looking for? More servings per container.
Yeah. It's
and they got some cool flavors on there. I mean, I know you had what was the mystery flavor you got? You had something good in there.
Cherry lollipop, I think it was.
Something like that.
Cherry lollipop.
Looked really good. I mean, they got some very creative soda flavors. They got Japanese soda flavored. They got Grandpa's denture water, which doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good, but then when you look at it and it says, in actuality, all it is like a orange citrusy type of flavor. Oh,
mango
or
something.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
They just got some creative names for it. They got a whole bunch of sampler packs, shaker bottles, anything you can need.
T-shirts.
Yeah, they got some merch if you want to rock the merch. So yeah, whether it's for the gym, for gaming, for work, W.GG's got you, and we got you with 10% off with that code RFS.
Indeed. And as we move from collegiate to professional baseball, big storyline coming out of the Major League Baseball for
Come on, get to it.
The greatest team in the league, even though they've been kind of struggling as of late. Roman Anthony, number one prospect in the MLB pipeline, officially made his MLB debut, despite Red Sox but besides
way too many outfielders.
Besides their series win over The Yankees have kind of been struggling as of late, whether it be due to injuries, whether it be due to whatnot.
Well, that's how it is. They struggle against every team but the Yankees. They always play the Yankee stuff. I don't care if they're the
Yeah,
worst team in the league. They always play the Yankee stuff.
Yeah. So Roman Anthony makes his debut. He gets on base with a walk.
I feel like I should have this on while we're talking about this.
Yeah, he gets
Really,
his first
really
RBI.
sulk in my punishment.
He gets
But
his first
hey,
RBI.
look, I know that he didn't have the worst. I mean, got an RBI, got a walk, but the fact that I said earlier on in the day when I texted you that 0 for 4 notification is going to hit like crack, and then there really was an 0 for 4 notification. I mean, he did have a decent game. He still had the ribby and the walk, but like the fact that he actually did go 0 for 4, I found pretty funny.
And like he smoked one. I think it was 112 off the bat or 114
yeah, dude,
off the bat.
He ripped that thing.
Just so happened to just hit Boz, or that was going on right up the gut.
Yeah, I mean that happens sometimes. Dudes just get unlucky.
Yeah, he flew out. He struck out. He did strike out one right down the middle.
It's his first game.
Slider like, right down Broadway.
Like the error he had in right field, that's never gonna happen again. He's never gonna make that mistake again.
Yeah, but with the 10-day IL, with the Wilyer Abreu being placed on the 10-day IL.
I can't do it. This thing smells bad. It needs to be washed.
Fair enough.
I've been fighting too much crime.
On the 10-day IL, Roman Anthony gets his call up.
That's the big question. What do they do? I mean, they don't know what's up with Abreu, but
he got taken out in the 11th.
There's no way they send Roman down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like even when Abreu's back, you're not sending Roman Anthony back down.
Cedar Rafaela stays in center field.
Yeah, your boy.
Yeah, the best center field.
Despite numerous reports from MLB insiders that he was gonna get moved to right field.
Yeah, no, he stays in center because why would you move the best center fielder in the league out of center field? Jaron Duran and left still. They stay center.
He must be in the MVP race then, right?
He should be.
MVPCA is though.
Anyway, it's not the topic of discussion. He got taken out in the 11th for Rob. Rob Refschneider came in.
Yeah. I feel like that's your odd man out in the outfield. If anyone's getting moved, it's got to be Refschneider.
I agree.
But I just can't understand the Jaron Duran trade rumors. They make no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I get it. You have way too many young outfield prospects that you want to play all of them. And I know Cedar Rafaela is one of the best defensive players in the outfield in the league. But if the dude can play the infield, put him in the infield and get yourself a Roman Anthony, Jaron Duran, and once he's back, Wilyer Abreu outfield. Or can Abreu play the infield too? I don't even know what these dudes can play. But, like, there's a way to make this work. There has to be.
Well, last night they were moving everybody around. I'm pretty sure I saw Campbell at first at one point.
I think I did hear that. Toro
was at third. I was like, what?
Well, Toro, I'm not surprised they're trying elsewhere because he had the one pretty bad error in the one Yankee game that the Yankees won.
Yeah, I mean, Toro's been one of the hottest hitters in the major leagues.
Yeah. But the Red Sox is one of those positions where you need someone you can count on. Because the little things like making scoops on ground balls or
Romy. I think Romy Gonzalez is going to be. He's got to be.
I can't say I've seen much of Romy at first, but if he can do it, he can do it. But having a good defensive first baseman is a big difference maker.
Yeah, I mean they lead the league. Red Sox lead the league in hard hit balls.
I thought you were going to say lead the league in errors.
No, in hard hit balls.
Because we were talking about defense.
No, in hard hit balls. But I'm saying, I think for the Red Sox just need Yeah, they need to clean it up a little bit. They do need
Mm-hmm.
to clean it up. I get with like the amount of changes going around, like errors are gonna happen, but
It's a
the
young team. It's bound to happen.
bullpen, dude, bullpen,
Well,
just bullpen,
your boy Chapman can't hold it down by himself.
bro. We just need a bullpen. Like holy brother, the amount of unearned runs in the late stages of the game yesterday was insane. The amount of
Yeah, I
walks,
mean,
like bro, Bernie. I mean Bernie's not been terrible as of late, but then like Zach Kelly was walking guys, Guerrero was walking guys.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
you look at, I mean, just going through a whole bunch of your relievers, the ERAs are. I mean, there's a couple guys with a sub-3 ERA coming out of the pen, but I just
yeah,
don't think they're
like
getting that
Bernie,
many. It's dudes that have sub-3 ERAs because they're not
Beard.
pitching that much. Like Justin Wilson has a 2.45.
Yeah. What
Justin
does Zach
Wilson's not
Kelly
going out
have?
there to close out a game. Zach Kelly is sitting at a
5.4.
6.61.
Yeah, like
Jesus.
dude.
Yeah, but I mean, the Red Sox are just, they're a really weird case for me this year because
Yeah.
I don't know whether I expect them to be buyers or sellers at the deadline. This month of June is going to tell a lot of what they do at the deadline.
Who do you think they're gonna buy? I mean, I guess
Buy a bullpen arm.
pitching.
Yeah, that's all they would need to buy is bullpen arms and maybe another starter. If I mean, like Sandy Alcantara is having the worst season of his career. Get him at a low price, never know. Maybe he turns it around with a new team. That's a risk that I could see the Red Sox taking because what else do they have to lose? I mean, you
It's
look
just
at
luck, dude. Like at this point, like you're in extras and you're walking guys.
yeah, you can't be letting that happen.
You're in late stages of the game and you're walking guys. Throw a ball. If they hit it, they hit it.
I mean, I'm starting to think too that maybe the errors and the defensive ability of this team might be getting in some of these pitchers' heads, and they're trying to do too much out there. Like, if you don't trust your fielders behind you to make plays, you're gonna go up there trying to get a strikeout every time. And
Mind you,
all pitchers want strikeouts.
Had a
but
spark last night in the bottom of the 11th. And a terrible call, terrible strike 3 call. Romy got tossed. Romy, I can't remember what he said. He was like, "Be better."
I do love seeing them tell umps to be better.
Yeah, like, it was so. Dude, it was like 2 ball lengths, 3 ball lengths low.
I don't know how I feel about the fully automated robot umps that people are talking about, but I think in a situation like that, you should get a challenge. Now, I'm not saying every single time a player's up to bat and they don't like a strike call, challenge, but like give a team 2 or 3 to use per game, save them for those big situations, or like, I mean, it doesn't even need to be late in the game. If you're up,
Scorer came out
third
and had a
inning,
word with him, like it was.
I mean, if you're up in the 3rd inning, bases loaded, you strike out on a bad call. Yeah, you probably want to challenge that. It's a big could be a big spot in the game.
Yeah,
bottom of the 11th, like that is the worst time to get called out on a ball that was not in the zone.
Yeah,
so I like the challenge. And I feel like it's so quick and easy. Literally, all it takes is 2 seconds. Give the little head tap, challenge. Oh, it's a strike. Boom, done. It's not like challenges in the NBA and NFL where you're watching a replay for 10 minutes before you come to a conclusion. It takes 2 seconds. The computer tells you if it's a strike or not. Boom, done.
Yeah, it was a terrible call. Yeah, he was like in PG words, he was like, "That's obviously low. Be better."
And in non-PG words, he said, "You're a piece of shit."
No, I don't think he said that.
No, but he probably said, "Be fucking better."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry.
No, he didn't know.
Sorry to any kids out there listening.
He just said "be better," but I can't remember how it was like. That's so
I'm sure
clearly fucking low.
I'm sure we're gonna get a John Boy breakdown of it later.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I do love. I do love those John Boy breakdowns. And actually, I saw
There's
something
a
today
guy. What's this guy's name?
Go ahead. It's fine.
I follow this guy on TikTok.
It's all right. I'll wait.
Yeah, you will. He posts like I don't know his name.
I'm still waiting.
It's like it'll be like highlights from a game, and it'll be like someone's about to score, and it'll pause, and it'll be like, "Oh, great heavens!" Like it'll just put like a bunch of like really funny like memes up. Like I wish I knew his name, but he'll pop up every time there's a big game. He'll pop up.
I can't say I've ever heard of this dude.
Oh, following. Let's see if because I know I follow him. Oh my god, he's so funny, dude. He is hilarious.
Is he?
I mean,
Absolutely
he doesn't say anything. But is it? No. I just want to take like 2 seconds to quickly look.
Hey, you take your 2 seconds. I will.
Oh, dude,
I'll wait for you.
So
Oh, fearless
funny,
one.
brother. It's so funny. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to find it. Well, it's hilarious. If I see it again, I'll send you one because they're so funny, dude.
No, watch. As soon it'll be like 1:30, and he's gonna pop up.
Yeah, I'm just going through liked videos. I swear I've liked his videos before, but
showing no love, showing absolutely
great heavens,
no love. But
yeah,
not speaking of John Boy, I saw the MLB is investing
HydroCam
into John Boy Media.
HydroCam. His name's HydroCam.
Never heard of this dude. All right, yeah, that's good stuff. Are these all Angel Reese missed layups?
Is
that what he's memeing?
Yeah, that one's a clowning on. Yes, but like this one,
God,
this one's the Spain game.
Do it. No, it's my turn. That's
see, like, why aren't you making stuff like this?
Yeah, William Knifeman.
Why are we not uploading that kind of shit on the locker room?
Jokes. HydroCam is the GOAT. But I guess while we're on the topic of the UEFA Nations League final, we can quickly switch over. I don't know how much you saw about it.
Not a single second.
Oh,
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I watched this game. I don't know jack shit about this matchup.
Well, just a couple big topics in the soccer world as of late. Yes, Portugal, as you read, Portugal topped Spain on pens for the Nations League title. Crazy game. Ronaldo got hurt. Ronaldo went out. Ronaldo didn't take a pen. Morata took a the one missed pen was Morata, which is not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting in the slightest. Terrible pen. Everybody's pen was like, dude, every pen in that game in the penalty shootout was insane. Every pen was just crazy. And then all of a sudden, the player that you expect not to miss a pen, it takes like the worst pen I've seen in a long time, and it gets saved. But yeah, Spain leads, Portugal ties. Spain leads, Portugal ties, goes to extra time, no goals, goes to pen, and Portugal wins their third ever trophy over the kind of arguably best team in the world, definitely the best team in Europe, the team that's been reigning terror.
This might be a stupid question. Was Yamal playing for Spain in this one?
Yes.
Okay.
He got subbed off in extra time.
So Yamal did all that shit talking, did all that against France.
He was getting locked up.
Damn. So So it's not as sweet as he thought.
Yeah, he was getting locked up by.
That's
who was
rough.
locked? It was.
I mean, the kid's
Thiago
young.
Neves,
He's
or was
got
it
to
Nuno
have these.
Mendes?
He's
It might
got
have
to
been
have
Nuno
these learning
Mendes. Nuno Mendes had a
experiences.
game, dude. Nuno Mendes had a game. Yeah. He got locked up. Crazy. Mikel Merino scored a pen for Spain. Shout out Arsenal. He also scored in the semis. Shout out Arsenal. Shout out Mikel Merino. But yeah. Ronaldo gets hurt. Ronaldo's playing
Yeah,
at
that's
40 years
brutal.
old. He has to watch his team
guy.
in pens. They kept panning to him, and he like couldn't look.
Oh, dude, yeah, he was probably so pissed he wasn't out there.
Yeah, he scored.
That's
He
the
scored.
worst,
He
yeah.
scored to equalize and force overtime. It was like a cross got deflected and just kind of fell right to him, right in front of the net. Like it was like the second greatest player of all time is going to score that every time. Messi.
Messi.
But yeah, just so I wanted to touch on that. Shout out Portugal.
There's some stuff out of the NFL when we're done with this. I just noticed something that I don't know.
Notice?
I mean, if there's more soccer, we can keep going. It's not like breaking news or anything, but
there was one more.
It's just something I did not know was happening. That's quite interesting.
William Knifeman. Lane Hudson's leading the Calder Trophy voting. Cool. No, the other thing I was just gonna bring up is drama surrounding the U.S. men's national team. Yeah, I'm wearing my Team USA hat today. They play today against Switzerland.
This is kind of like a USA. It's red. I got the black.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I got
Spider-Man's
the
American.
black sleeves. So yeah, close enough.
But it's kind of been funny, and speaking, it kind of ties into the whole Ronaldo thing, because Landon Donovan during the broadcast, you know who Landon Donovan is, right? Like Captain America, like he led USA.
Oh, he's Team USA's captain. Word.
He's not anymore, but like in the 2010s, like back in the day,
yeah.
He was like he was part of the best US team ever.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, so he was like he's like their all-time leading scorer, I'm pretty sure.
I see what you're talking about here.
Yeah, so it ties into the game because during the broadcast of the Nations League final, Landon Donovan was like, Ronaldo's 40 years old. He just came off a long season, and he's still out here playing for his country, representing his country. Basically, where there's some Americans who are taking time off and asking to be out of the Gold Cup roster.
Yeah.
Which is kind of little jabs at he didn't mention names, but kind of little jabs at Christian Pulisic.
Yeah, because I see Pulisic's dad got involved.
Yeah, and Weston McKennie and you know the guys like that, and Pulisic's dad, I think his name's Mark.
It is,
yeah,
Mark.
Mark Pulisic went on.
Wow. Oh, never mind. You're back. You had me nervous there for a second.
Oh, when did I cut out?
Like right after you were about to say what Pulisic's dad was doing.
Oh, so Mark Pulisic went on ChatGPT.
What?
And said, why did Landon Donovan sit out of a competition? And it was like Landon Donovan sat out of it because he wanted to like regroup and take a breather.
I found it. Landon Donovan took his sabbatical because he was feeling both physically and mentally exhausted after years of intense competition and the pressure that comes with being a top athlete.
and then he screenshotted it and he posted it.
Yeah, Christian liked it.
Christian liked it.
He'd been playing professionally from a young age and had participated in multiple World Cups, so he felt the need to step back and take some time for himself. This break allowed him to rest, travel, and ultimately return to the game with a refreshed mindset.
Yes, that's what it was.
Crazy.
And so after Landon Donovan said, "How can you be sitting out, of representing your country?" Mark Pulisic went straight dog.
Yeah. And that was in the 2014 World Cup that Donovan didn't play too.
Was it the World Cup?
Or what? No,
It wasn't the World Cup. It was
Donovan's. So it was 2012 to 2013 that Donovan didn't play, and it led him to being left off the 2014 World Cup squad.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, little drama there, revolving around the U.S. men's national team under.
That's what it means to play for your country.
Under a terrible manager of Mauricio Pochettino. So there's already enough struggles going around with Team USA because Pochettino sucks.
They need Coach Juno.
They need anybody else, dude. Let's find a baby that's born in the next hour and they'd be a better manager. Poch is terrible. I had high hopes. I was watching the game while I was driving.
Yeah.
That's a bad statement to say. I was listening to the game while I was driving. Let's go with that. And Jack McGlynn scored 59 seconds in, like a minute in. And I was like, let's go. Like maybe all this criticism actually is going to help the side. And then they still lost. So we'll see what happens tonight. A lot of drama and random, and a lot of drama around Team USA. Their best players, a couple of their best players are sitting out of the Gold Cup. They're not playing in international friendlies. They play Switzerland tonight. I don't have high hopes. I can't believe under Poch we lost to Panama. It's like
dude, that's sad.
Dude,
no disrespect to Panama, but that is sad.
Yeah, since we've been under Poch, we lost to Turkey. Turkey's obviously a pretty good team. But we lost to Panama, and we lost to Canada. We haven't won in 3 games. I'm pretty sure under him we beat Venezuela, we beat Costa Rica. Cool.
Genuine question. When's the last time the U.S. men's national team was actually good?
The Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey era. They were the best U.S. men's national team of all time, and they still didn't really do much.
I was gonna say, how good were they compared to the rest of the world?
Like when it comes to like CONCACAF and stuff, they were really good, obviously. But then when it came to the rest of the world, they
got smoked.
Yeah, they made it out of group stages, but they never.
So we just suck at soccer, I guess.
Yeah, you'd think that one of the biggest countries in the world would have.
Yeah, and the women's team is usually pretty solid.
Oh yeah, women's team is the best in the world.
Yeah. I haven't kept up with them lately, but growing up, they were always the best team in the world.
Yeah, one of our goalie, Matt Turner, he just got traded. He just got a transfer deal. He's going to Lyon. He used to play for Arsenal. He's back up for Arsenal. Shout out Matt Turner. But yeah, a lot of speculations and not rumors. A lot of speculations and allegations and drama surrounding the USMNT. All under the worst manager. It's a shit show, and we got the World Cup that we're hosting next year. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's all I got on that note.
When there's football,
kind of embarrassing.
When there's football, there's drama. Whether it's European football or American football.
Literally, because the drama in America is a lot funnier usually.
Well, no, I know, but I'm trying to segue into what I'm.
All right, let's
closing the episode. I'm trying to segue into what we're ending on here. It's mini camp season, and naturally, Some players are skipping. Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, not at Dolphins training camp. Trey Hendrickson, of course, skipping Bengals minicamp. No surprise there. Terry McLaurin is skipping Commanders minicamp right now. That surprised me. And here's the big name that really surprised me. The Pittsburgh Steelers have Aaron Rodgers in the building for minicamp after signing him to a one-year deal, but they don't have TJ Watt. And, I forgot that TJ Watt is also pursuing a new contract, but TJ Watt does not seem like the kind of player to skip mandatory OTAs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Aaron Rodgers does.
Well, yeah, we know that. I guess when contracts get involved, anything can happen. But I just would have never expected TJ Watt to be one of the names that doesn't show up to minicamp.
Yeah, I agree.
I say all this, and I guarantee you in probably a day or two, I'm going to see that Micah Parsons isn't at Cowboys minicamp, and I'm going to be in the same situation. So,
also in NFL news, Jair Alexander.
Yeah, Packers cut the All-Pro corner. I mean, I'm sure someone's going to scoop him up, but
yeah, because of attitude or something,
really,
money
that's
and
what it came down to.
money. It was money, but it was also
Of course.
bad attitude or something.
Wow. Oh, and Nick Chubb signed with the Houston Texans.
Yeah,
I almost died there.
Yeah,
Houston Texans. I mean,
it's a big pickup.
If Nick Chubb stays healthy, yeah, that's a really good signing.
Yeah, if he doesn't tear his leg into a million pieces.
Yeah, this time. But we'll see. It's almost NFL season, almost college football season. Very exciting stuff. Plenty of stuff for us to break down and talk about. So that's what we do on the regular fan show. We break things down by fans for fans, and we'll be doing it again Thursday morning.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Thursday morning. But on that note, appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out Tony. I don't know if Tony's still here. He was in the chat earlier. But make sure you follow the socials at Regular Fan Show, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that great stuff. Hit that like and subscribe, the follow. And yeah, we'll be back at it Thursday morning.
Check out Locker Room SM.
Yep. Locker Room SM, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Be posting over there too.
YouTube.
Lots of great stuff coming.
Yeah. Good times out here.
Yes. Great times. Bruce, my friend, it's been fun. I am taking this thing off as soon as we get off the air here because it's starting to get itchy. But it's been fun.
Yes, sir. And we'll catch you guys on Thursday.
All right. Peace out, everybody.